that dream is green. And I don't mean material things. Freedom to the land, child, woman, and man. As we take up for what we stand. Better days and better nights. As we stand and unite. We're one and the same. Why is it so hard not to point and to blame? Better sheet, get our houses in order and we'll see the peace. There are steps that we must take if we wanna see.
I see my people rising, no more stopping us. Couple billion acres across America, us. The peace rose for the sake of us.
The sake of us, the sake of us.
I see my people rising, no more stopping us. Couple billion acres across America, us. The peace rose for the sake of us. No more failing, telling, being beneath. What a beautiful moment, and a sight I can't wait to see. Even if I miss it, at least I was a part of the mission. Changing lives of men, women, and children. All glory goes to He that causes us all to be. Oh, and if they're thinking we can, we show them that just as long as we stand. A monument, we the people can't be broken as long as we stay focused. I see my people rising, no more stopping us. Couple billion acres across America, us. The peace rose for the sake of us. For the sake of us. I see my people rising, no more stopping us. Couple billion acres across America, us. The peace rose for the sake of us. I see my people rising, yeah.
Shalom, shalom, Abuka. Well, I was about to say good morning. Shalom, Nikulam. Anime Pelasha, Kolabesada, Kimayom. Peace to y'all. I pray all is well with you. This won't be long. I'm going to only be on for a few minutes, and I may come back on around 10 p.m. tonight to finish what I want to bring out. But in about 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes or so, my Isha is actually getting on the platform. My wife is actually going to be on the platform that I want to make sure I support with the assembly, Shomre Habrit. The women are going to go on and just have a little discussion. So they asked her to come on and speak as well, or to build. So I want to make sure I go and support. But I also came on now and may come back on later, because we won't be, it's the third Shabbat, Yom Shabbat. Those that keep Shabbat on Saturday, we make sure we go on as well for those that keep it as well. But on the third Yom Shabbat, I noticed I said Yom Shabbat. There's a reason for that. Those that want to learn Hebrew, make sure you come through with us. We'll help you converse in the language, not just speak it, not just read it. Nothing's wrong with that. All of them are different skills, but to actually converse. But Yom Shabbat, every third Yom Shabbat, we don't have service. We normally go and feed the less fortunate, build with them and things of that nature. So we won't be present tomorrow. We will continue the fourth Yom Shabbat. But real briefly, wanted to speak on the topic, we are not called to walk alone. We are not called to walk alone. And I'm not using called in a sense as Christianity does, right? I'm using it in a sense as the Supreme King had for us, and that is to be a light to the nations. That's another topic as far as what nations means, but also a light to one another. And we are not called to move alone at all. No one that's listening to me or that's listening back right now, listening back later, can find where it shows that your righteous men and women moved along. We won't find it in our history of literally just moving along as their day-to-day life is concerned. We only find that in our later times, which is now, 2026 for most of us. So it's going to be people that come in and out, not really understanding what is the reason behind this. Why is it important for us to reconsider our thinking when it comes to being Bnei Yisrael or Israelites or Yashara or Yasharala, whichever one you want to say, Yasharel. A lot of us are moving along. A lot of us are watching, things like this, right? Which is nothing wrong with it. Sometimes a lot of us are by ourselves, but we need to make more of an effort to not be by ourselves in order to do what thus says the Most High, right? Most of the time we can truly know if a person is operating with thus says the Most High based upon how they're moving, right? There are exceptions to the rule, and there also is levels of understanding that can be exceptions that the Most High will deal with. The Most High will, the Supreme King will go based upon your understanding as well. And that's just for a time. I'm making sure I say that. That's just for a time, because most times, well, not most, all the time, he or it, the Supreme King, sends information your way that can help you be more in alignment with what it was supposed to be. Let me say that again. Here it will send information your way that will give you the understanding of how it is supposed to be, how you're supposed to move for the best success. But Christianity has really played a part on our understanding, ideologies, theology, all of these different things, and it's removing us away from our cultural understanding as Bnei Yisrael. So I'm going to go through a couple scriptures, speak on it a little bit. I will probably return once my Isha is done, because again, I'm going to leave in a few minutes to go and support her. But I want to come back because I do not think that I'm going to finish in 8 minutes. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start in Exodus chapter 18 to kind of drive the point. We are not called to walk alone. Nowhere in our history will you find any righteous man or woman, moving alone on purpose. Nowhere in the history of our time, nowhere in any scriptures that we have, nowhere in any other outside scriptures that we have are you going to find a righteous man or woman as part of their daily life moving alone. I wanted to pause on that just for it to be understood, because I know when I say that, people are trying to think, okay, can I find one? Oh, what about Jonah? What about, I chose my words very specifically. On a day-to-day basis, every day of their existence as an adult, right? As a person that believes themselves to be righteous, one that's truly serving the Supreme King, you will not, and if you do, I'm willing for you to share it with me, find them moving alone. All right, let's get started. Again, I'm only going to be on for about 10 minutes, but I'm going to come back and we're going to finish this out since we're not going to have service on tomorrow. I want to make sure I share this with you all. Let's go here. Share the screen so you all can see. And we're going to build up. We're going to go through it a little bit. All right. So Exodus 18. We're going to read 21 and 22. So we know that. Let's start at 14. Let's get some context. I'm trying to hurry up, but I'm going to come back later. So make sure you all come back later. If you all are present now, make sure you share it, and I'll kind of do a summary or overview of what we went over already later on. All right, so we're going to start at Exodus 14 or Shemot 18 verses 14. It says, now when Moshe's father-in-law saw all that he was doing for the people, he said, what is the thing that you are doing for the people? Why do you alone sit as a judge and all the people stand before you from morning until evening? So the topic, matter of fact, let me make sure I have this so I can pop it up every now and again. Let's go ahead and copy this. I want you all to see this topic. I want this topic to stay in the back of your minds because we're going to be going through this tonight, and I'm going to return so we can finish this. All right? So we are not called to walk alone. Moshe, at this moment, has the people, right? And he's technically not alone. He has Miriam. He has Aharon. There's a lesson in that, by the way, too. Moshe didn't move by himself. And even when he moved, it wasn't just Aharon, another man. It was a woman, too, Miriam. Now, we know a lot of the things that it wasn't a lot, but it was a few things that they did that caused the Most High to not like their movements, their conduct, how they were moving. But ultimately, Miriam and Aharon and Miriam was actually some righteous individuals. Well, no, they went and he allowed them to get the calf and all that stuff. Yeah, he did. What else did he do? Oh, he allowed Moshe to tell the people, we have brought you all out. Okay, what else did he do? What else did Aaron do? Oh, he talked crazy with Miriam about Moshe, about the wife that he had that wasn't a part of Bnei Israel. Okay, what else did he do? Why am I saying this? It's important that we understand why I'm asking this question. Because a lot of us, we would throw that on him, what took place. But we have done worse in our life while in the truth. What else did he do? I'm not taking away from the bad decisions and the wickedness that he partook in. But many have done this. And today, 2026, 2025, many of us have. Our conduct is not consistent. We are not consistent. And one of the main reasons because we're walking alone. But let's keep going. So he has Miriam. He has Aharon with him. A woman is present, right? We don't talk about this a lot in our community. There are some people that are, but there's many of us that's not. Women are supposed to teach. Okay, well, goodness gracious. Moshe had Miriam with him, a prophetess. She didn't move alone, though, by the way. She wasn't moving alone, by the way. Deborah wasn't moving alone, by the way. This is very important. So Jethro is seeing this with Moshe. Notice he didn't really mention Miriam and Aharon, but they're present. Now, when Moshe, father-in-law, saw all that he was doing for the people, he said, what is this thing that you are doing for the people? Why do you alone sit as a judge and all the people stand before you from morning until evening? Even if Miriam and Aharon was there, that's still a lot of people. So they're about for bringing light upon these topics. Shalom. All praises to the Supreme King. All praises to the Supreme King. I appreciate you tuning in. If you are new to the channel, I'm not sure if you are or not. Forgive me for not knowing. If you are new to the channel, please make sure that you subscribe. We are going to go in tonight, but I'm only going to be here for a couple more minutes, maybe 10 more minutes. I'm waiting on her to text me. And then I'm going to stop. But I'm going to come back later on around maybe 9 o'clock. I want to make sure I support my wife, my Isha. All right. So Miriam and Aaron is present. It's just not saying it here. Well, you're coming off the top of your head. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. They're present. Even with them three, there's a lot of people that he just brought out of Mitzrayim or Egypt. Let's keep going. Why do you alone sit as a judge? So not only is it not good for us to be alone, because we are. A lot of us are just on YouTube, on social media. We don't have any accountability a part of our life within our life, and that's why we're failing for the most part. That's why we're failing in relationships. That's why we're failing in relationships, whether you're a man or a woman, because we're moving outside of what the scriptures actually tells us what to do. But we believe that we're moving within the spirit. The spirit, I'm going to let the spirit show me. The spirit, it's a lot of righteous individuals that ask the Most High not to remove the spirit from them due to their disobedience. So, but us today in 2026, we believe that the spirit is always with us. And guess what? The spirit could always be with you if you are obedient to thus says the Most High. Not the things that you want to be obedient on, but the things that is paramount as a nation. Paramount as a nation. But let's keep going. So why do you alone sit as a judge and all the people stand before you from morning until evening? Moshe said to his father-in-law, because the people come to me to inquire of Elohim. This is one part that people miss, the inquire part. Everywhere in scripture, when you think of inquire of the Most High, they went to the man or woman of the Most High, because most people are not moving in the way that they believe they are as far as serving the Supreme King. Most of us are not. So if you are not, we believe that our prayers are being heard because we are awakened Israelites, or we're Israel, so the Most High has to hear us. Well, you do understand that when it says that he does not hear the prayers of the wicked, right, of the sinners, this was talking about us. This was talking about us, not everyone else outside of us. This was talking about us. So if it was talking about us then, it's talking about us now. He hears the prayers of those that are righteous, those that he deemed blameless, those that he, Tom or Tamim in Hebrew, those that are actually sinless. I know that's kind of hard to understand, that there were Israelites that were that. You won't find any record of them being called for any type of sin. Shemuel, Daniel. Well, Daniel said us. Ezra. Ezra said that we have sinned. Well, then he talked about the sin. The sinning was the leaders taking on other women of other nations, and that wasn't him. He was talking about them. It's called a corporate prayer, a corporate intercession, covenantal prayer. Praying on behalf of the people. You don't necessarily have to do it, but you're praying on behalf of them. So the inquiring of the Most High, and I will go scriptures later. Shout out to Chief Principal, and I see him tuning in now. Inquiring of Elohim often, not even often, all the time, really, went to man or woman of the Most High. But today, all of us believe we are men and women of the Supreme King. We are servants. As a nation, we're supposed to be a servant, yes, but individually, a lot of us aren't servants because we're not acting as servants do. Okay, I'm only going to read a few more. I did just get a text. They just began, and if you all want to tune in, I'll try to go on before I get off and send you all the link, because we can all go and support her if you all are down. We go support her. Tune in, and then when they're done, I'll make sure I come back on to finish this. All right. But it says, Moshe said to his father-in-law, because the people come to me to inquire of Elohim. So the people, all these people he saved through the power of the Most High, they're coming to him. They're not even going straight to the Supreme King. Why? They knew about him, right? Didn't the elders and them know about him before he came to help them? Why are they going to him and not going straight to? I'm not telling people don't pray to the Most High. You have to, because if you pray and you're walking down the path of righteousness to the best of your ability, I should say, because a lot of us are walking it and we're not really aware of how. I'm talking about us as Bnei Israel. We're not really aware how to truly walk. The Most High going to send someone. The Most High is going to send something. That is how he operates in our literature. I was talking to Chief Principal, and he was like, he's not just making food with you right here, or all these different things. Like, this stuff is something sent to you. It's something being in your presence, not just him in your presence, but he is, because he's utilizing someone or some people or somebody All right, let's keep going. When they have a dispute, it comes to me, and I judge between someone and his neighbor and make known the statutes of Elohim and his laws. It is so interesting why it started off here. It says statutes. Y'all notice the past month, I've been really harping on statutes. And everywhere we go, when we bring something up, we continue to see the men of the Supreme King, the messengers, right, men or women of the Supreme King, they are harping on statutes. Those things that cannot be moved. They can't be removed. Statutes are fixed. And one of the greatest things about statutes, or the things that's fixed about statutes, is how you treat one another. Slander, all those different things is within the statute. You are not to do that, or to do whatever it is, right? You are not, that's something you cannot play with or remove based upon your feelings. It cannot be done. So it's interesting how he says, I had to make known the statutes of Elohim and his laws. Why did it lead with statutes before his laws? Let's keep going. I'm only going to read to, and we're going to come back. So hopefully I'll see you all after this. I'm only going to read to verse 22, and we're going to come back. It's only 6 points I want to bring out, and this is the first point. All right? Only 6 points I want to bring out. This is only the first point. Okay. Verse 17 says, Moshe's father-in-law then said to him, the thing that you are doing is not good. You will surely wear out both yourself and these people who are with you, because the task is too heavy for you. You cannot do it alone. So this is being talked about a leader. How much more so the people? All the people are going to him to get understanding, right? But all of us today think we have the understanding. All of us today believe we have the understanding. And the one thing that I don't like when I hear people say, well, you know, none of us have it all. I get the point, but expound more on that, because when people hear that, then in their mind, especially if they're not in leadership, and this doesn't make leadership to be greater, because leadership's supposed to serve, especially if they're not in leadership, they're going to be like, oh, well, you know, don't nobody have it all anyway, so why am I listening to them? I can have it and he may not have it. We have to be careful when we say that. So if all of us don't know, not one person have it all, that means we need to come together so we can build it, put it together as a puzzle. Because Most High uses us, especially those that are righteous. So he told him, this is too heavy for you and you cannot do it alone. So us leaders out there, teachers, if you are called by the Supreme King, you can't do it alone. You need elders. You need someone over you, someone hopefully that ordained you. All of us need to move a certain way. Anyone that think that they can move by themselves and have it together is solely wrong, right? Let's keep going. Only about 4 more verses and I'm going to take off. Now listen to me. I will give you counsel and Elohim be with you. You be the people's representative before Elohim, and you bring the disputes to Elohim. Then admonish them about the statutes. He even says statutes and the laws, and make known to them the way in which they are to walk and the work they are to do. They knew who the Supreme King was before he came. They knew about him, but he's still saying that the Most High used the individual to come to show them how to walk. So a lot of us have knowledge, and we think we're being, the Spirit is talking to us. The Spirit may be guiding or pushing you in a direction towards someone that can help you learn how to walk. Because if you don't know how to walk, you're going to continue to hurt yourself and others. Right? So in which they are to walk and the work they are to do. So many of us know who we are. Many of us have knowledge, but we don't know how to walk, and we don't really know what the heck are we supposed to do. Just debate all day on social media? No. Furthermore, you shall select out of all the people able men. This is very important. Furthermore, you shall select out of all the people able men who fear Elohim. That is very important. Don't that let us know that everyone that's been a Israel do not fear Elohim? We saw that when they was trying to kill Moshe. How can you fear and you're going to kill the man of Elohim? Many of us, we have knowledge. We know who we are, but we don't fear the Supreme King. If we did fear the Supreme King, many things that we're doing and saying about each other, which is part of the statutes, we would not be doing at all. We don't fear him like you all believe, like we do not. So he said, select out of all the people able men who fear Elohim, men of truth. That means there are men of lies amongst us. Those who hate dishonest gain. That means there are people amongst us that don't care if it's dishonest or not. And you shall place these over them as leaders of thousands, meaning many of us need leaders amongst us. Even if we have knowledge and know who we are, that does not mean we know how to walk. That does not mean we know our job and our tasks. That means we need guidance. You needed guidance in school. You need guidance as a job. You need guidance to do this. Let them judge the people at all times. We don't have people judging us today because we say nobody can judge us but the Elohim. But Elohim put this in place. The Supreme King, Yah, put this in place for us so that we can walk righteously. So we need people outside of ourselves that can see us because we don't see ourselves. And we end up thinking that we don't need to be judged. We don't need to be helped, corrected. And let it be that they will bring to you every major matter, but they will judge every minor matter themselves. So it will be easier for you and they will carry the burden with you, meaning we're supposed to move together to carry the burdens that's going on within our people. It's things that's going on with many of you. You need help, little stuff that you put yourself in or that you was put in, but you can't get help because you don't have a body to be a part of, an assembly to be a part of. That's exactly what I said. Sheba. Zake. That's exactly what I said right there. Yes. Just like an army. But there's still hierarchy in every situation, in every part of life. But people don't like that. They don't believe that, which is totally against how we moved. But without further ado, you all, I will be back. I appreciate you tuning in right now. I will be back. I'm going to have to go support my Isha. Let me see if I can find the link right now. Let me see if I can find the link. And if you all want to tune in real quick, you can. Let me go to the YouTube real quick. If you go to Shomre Habrit, I'm going to, and we're going to come back tonight for a little bit. This should be correct. Give me a second. Yes, here we go. Let me grab this and I'll send the link in the chat if you all want to tune in with me. Let me copy that. And here is a link right here. That's the link. What you also can do is just type in on YouTube, Sisters Talk. Sisters apostrophe talk, when God removes your blessings. All right. When God removes your blessings, they're live on Shomre Habrit. I'll spell that for you too. Let me see. Shomre Habrit. I'm about to go on there now, and I will be back as soon as they're done because I have 4 more points to bring out. We need to go in it. Appreciate you, Elder, for your words, and also appreciate you as well. Told out for you all, and hopefully you all will come back because we will continue. Shalom, shalom. See you all soon.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm I see a dream, that dream is green, and I don't mean material things. Freedom to the land, child, woman, and man, as we take up for what we stand. Better days and better nights, as we stand and unite. We're one and the same. Why is it so hard not to point and to blame? better sheet. Get our houses in order and we'll see the peace. There are steps that we must take if we wanna see.
I see my people rising, no more stopping us. Couple billion acres across America, us. The peace rose for the sake of us.
The sake of us, the sake of us.
I see my people rising, no more stopping us. Couple billion acres across America, us. The peace rose for the sake of us. No more failing, telling me and beneath. What a beautiful moment, and a sight I can't wait to see. Even if I miss it, at least I wasn't part of the mission. Changing lives of men, women, and children. All glory goes to He that causes us all to be. Oh. And if they're thinking we can, we show them that just as long as we stand. A monument, we the people can't be broken as long as we stay focused. I see my people rising, no more stopping us. A couple billion acres across America, us. The peace rose for the sake of us. For the sake of us. I see my people rising, no more stopping us. A couple billion acres across America, us. The peace rose for the sake of us. I see my